Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2021 from Columbia River High School. It is so wonderful to be here with you tonight. My name is Alex Sodapol, and I'm the principal of Columbia River High School. And at this time, please join me as we welcome Mr. David Kashkesh Chartre, who will represent Columbia River High School's music programs and provide our Star Spangled Banner. Today is Flag Day, and so I ask you to please rise as Mr. Chartre plays our Star Spangled Banner. Once again, thank you, Mr. David Kashkesh Chartre, our maestro. Audience, please be seated and get comfortable. Honored guests, parents, guardians, and friends of the graduating class of 2021, this is the 130th annual high school commencement for Vancouver Public Schools. And that over there is the 57th graduating class from Columbia River High School. As indicated in your program, this is a formal ceremony designed to honor our graduating seniors. And with this in mind, if anyone has items that would distract from the attention on our students, I ask your cooperation in refraining from using them during the ceremony. At this time, I would like to introduce the River faculty members on the stage tonight with me. They are Alexis Bruce, guidance counselor for the class of 2021. And other selected faculty who will be reading the names of our graduates: Michelle Buss, Kevin Erickson, Jenny McAnally, and Cassandra Young. Audience, please join me in recognizing the Columbia River High School instructional faculty. Tonight, they are wearing gowns and hoods representing their respective university, field of study, and degree program. It is my honor and privilege to work with these extraordinary educators. And tonight, I want to highlight 4 members of our instructional faculty that will be retiring this summer. In total, these 4 educators have a combined 120 years of classroom experience and excellence in sharing their wisdom. Join me in thanking Mr. Chris Morgan, Mrs. Carol Sanderson, Ms. Gwen Thompson-Davis, and Ms. Kelly Cameron for their dedication and service to our students. And now let us focus our attention on our seniors, the graduating class of 2021. Now, in lieu of salutatorians and a valedictorian, Vancouver Public Schools recognize the top 5% of our graduating class. And from these 261 graduates in the class of 2021, 3 students have been selected to address you, our audience, at tonight's commencement. As indicated in your program, the theme for our program tonight is our past, present, and future. Chosen for the honor of addressing the audience tonight are Nick, Sammy, and Bridget. Please enjoy their previously recorded speech presentations on the screen.
In the last year and a half, COVID-19 presented many challenges and gave us the opportunity to overcome them. It wasn't easy, but we've kept fighting, and now I get the chance to say congratulations to the class of 2021.
Here we are today, and I'm very excited to congratulate each and every one of you for being able to say, you made it. It's such a good feeling to be here in person with everyone celebrating our accomplishments.
Here's to new beginnings, new friendships, and the opportunity to create our best life. Good luck to each of you as we take on our own paths and begin a new, exciting chapter of our lives.
I'd like to start by sharing the definition of the word resilient, an adjective that means to be able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions. Each individual sitting in front of me today, or in front of the screen at least, has gone through their own struggles over the last year. I'm not here to take that away, to say it was easy, or to downplay how hard of a year has been. I want to recognize the various levels of struggles that we've all dealt with. These struggles weren't the norm when it comes to the idea of what high schoolers deal with. We didn't have sports games to talk about, no clubs to go after school, no orchestra or band to play in with our peers. But because of our resilience and ability to keep fighting, I'm here to say that I'm proud of each and every one of us for being here and being present. Our paths have varied greatly, but our paths cross here today with one commonality, that we made it. We made it through 4 years of what many can call the toughest years of our lives. There were good times, there were some bad times, sad times, times that we wish that would never end, and other times when we asked when it would stop. Whether we wanted to be at school each day, zooming in, or wanted to give up at times, we can now celebrate together as we begin to partake in a new, exciting chapter of our lives. Over the last year and a half, the pandemic has shown me that there's always an opportunity to reflect internally and give ourselves permission to adjust our lifestyle. The things that used to be important to us, our jobs, our focus on money, our daily routines, were taken away from us. I know for me, many of the things that made me happy, that made me excited to wake up each morning, were taken away. Although, at the beginning, I enjoyed a little break, a breath of fresh air, a little more time to play video games, no worrying about procrastinating homework late into the night because I knew I could sleep in. As more time went on, I questioned when it would end, when I could see my friends and my family again, when normalcy would return. Now, I'm not saying that problems did not arise from this drastic shift. Many of us struggled with things we never thought we'd encounter, such as losing our identity with the loss of sports, school life, personal contact with our peers. Also, having a heavy strain on our mental health, leading to many of us feeling alone and in complete isolation. Through our experience with the pandemic, we got to see where our heart lies when it comes to the little things in our lives. Were we really happy and enjoying the things we did every day, or had we grown to be okay with going through the motions? Things had been the same for so long that maybe we had grown blind to the things that were holding us back. We were put in a spot that was completely new, a little bit uncomfortable, maybe a lot, but it caused us to question our old everyday routines. I don't view what the pandemic has given us as a chance to put the pieces back together, to just go back to our old habits, but to create a new and better way of living. A lifestyle where we check in on one another, whether things are going our way or not, where we can speak up and use our platform, whatever that may look like, without judgment, but rather an opportunity for conversation. Class of 2021, I know we are all so done with school and beyond excited for a little break from the tests, the homework, and the zooming in. I know for a fact that I am. But there's one more test that I ask you to take. Test yourself. Ask yourself the difficult questions. Are you doing what you love? Are you living your life for yourself or for an outside influence? Are you truly taking care of yourself? I once heard this quote, "You've got to find what you love," and that is as true for your work as it is for your relationships. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do. If you haven't found it yet, keep looking, don't settle. As with all matters of the heart, you'll know when you find it. Each of us has a unique opportunity in front of us, a new beginning. This is where our resilience will help us out. We will be put in new situations, and they won't always be comfortable. They won't be what we are used to, and that's okay, because sometimes being comfortable can be boring. Challenge yourself. Make big choices early and often. Surround yourself with people who have your back. So when you take that leap of faith, they're there for you for your failures just as much as they are for your successes. Continue to be resilient, to fight. I'm excited to see what the future holds for each of us because what we've endured this last year has only prepared us for the years to come.
I remember during September of my junior year, I was asked to make a timeline as a homework assignment in US history. I had to compile the top 10 most important events in my life, and at the time it was really difficult to come up with that many. A lot of the ones I had were from when I was in elementary school. I started with my birthday, then when my sister was born, when I first learned to ride a bike, and when my family moved in the 4th grade. These events were of minimal importance to me, and little did I know I would live through some significant events. I was a part of a state championship soccer team and a global pandemic all later that same year. And so many of my most memorable moments have been in high school. Today is one of them. We've all come a long way to get to this huge day where we celebrate our accomplishments, and this will be added to my timeline of momentous moments. In the last 2 years specifically, this class has lived through many once-in-a-lifetime events. If you ask parents where they were when they found out about the attack on September 11th in 2001, they'd be able to recount where they were, what they were doing, and the feelings they had. Our 9/11 is March 13th, 2020, which just so happened to be Friday the 13th. Rumors circulated about other schools across the country being shut down. And finally, when we were in 6th period, an announcement rang over the speaker that COVID-19 was causing our school to shut down for over a month. It's absolutely bizarre that the 24th of April return date was delayed for over a year. So much has been taken away from our high school experience. My vocabulary has declined dramatically from lack of social interaction. I still feel like I've forgotten how to speak some days. For me, losing communication was one of the largest downsides to quarantine. We all lost it in different ways. The clubs had to arrange meetings over Zoom and come up with new remote volunteer opportunities. Our musicians weren't even able to be in the same room. Can you imagine trying to play a song together with how laggy Zoom is? Many of my friends were made through sports. So when athletes lost the spring season of our junior year, I was devastated. I wanted to be in the presence of people more than I wanted to play games. Finally, in February, we were set to start soccer, but snow caused cancellations during a season where players complain about the heat and humidity. Now, during this winter basketball season, the weather is 90 degrees, and there is still no band in the stands. So much of our lives have been canceled, but through everything, we've overcome the challenges. Participating in school remotely was another area where perseverance was a necessity. My mom, a PE teacher, constantly asked me for tech support. I'm proud to say she learned what a tab is and how to copy and paste. For the curveball teachers were given, they really did their best and successfully produced lessons where students gained understanding. So thank you to all of the wonderful teachers and staff at River. After making adaptations to the new normal, successes started shining through. This year, senioritis kicked in long before it was supposed to. The pandemic presented a magnitude of hardships, but also opportunities for self-improvement. We were forced to show discipline. Putting the distractions aside and being engaged got us to this point. Now, there's no stopping us. A role model of mine has a very fitting saying. It's 10% what happens to you and 90% how you deal with it. This year has thrown so many obstacles towards us. The way that we overcome them adds to our character and prepares us for the future. I very much look forward to the reunions of our graduating class to see the successes obtained and hopefully faces unmasked.
As Nick and Sammy have both eloquently said, the last 15 months were certainly full of change, both in and out of school. Not all of it was good. In fact, I would say the majority of the changes we faced were just painful and disappointing. We lost out on the normal senior year experience, and I am sure many here have either witnessed or experienced firsthand the loss of people they love. This year was heartbreaking in many ways, and we were forced to let go of so many things. Throughout the pandemic, there was one phrase I heard over and over. Carpe diem. Seize the day. Seize that opportunity. Hold on tight to what you can. And while I think this is certainly an important idea, there's another idea, an opposite but equally valuable idea that I want to share with you. It's an idea that's been forged throughout my 4 years at Columbia River. Dito diem, surrender the day. I know, it sounds counterintuitive at first. Why would you choose to let something go, especially after this year? But to me, surrendering the day does not mean to give up completely, but rather to relax that death grip you have on different areas of your life so that you can be ready for new beginnings and new opportunities. Whether it's a toxic relationship, painful memories, a dead-end job that doesn't inspire you, a degree path that you hate, not everything is worth seizing, especially as we all move on to this exciting next phase of our lives and leave high school behind. This year has forced each one of us to let go of so many things. And in turn, it's understandable that you want to cling to what you can, the things you know, anything that provides you stability right now. But I implore you to not forget the silver linings that come with letting things go. When you release something that has been holding you back, your hand is free to open the next door of your life, and you're poised to take advantage of the next opportunity. Of course, this is easier said than done. Even if the thing you held on to is actively hurting you, the feeling of emptiness when you release it isn't any less uncomfortable. And there are times when you do not have a choice in what you can let go from your life. My heart is with those of you who are experiencing that. But as much as possible, I encourage you to release the things in your life that are holding you down, that are making you miserable. Yes, it might be painful to let go, but after all, the phoenix has to die before it can be reborn, and you can say the same about the aspects of ourselves that we leave behind. I am excited to say to all of you that we find ourselves in the best possible time to choose what we hold on to. We're all moving into the next phase of our lives, whether we're heading off to college, into the workforce, or joining the military, or any other plans you might have. We are moving into new territory, and although it may be a little terrifying, it's freeing. This is our chance to explore and forge a new path and start figuring out who we want to be. We can let go of pieces of our old identity, bad habits, even a last name if you want, which is exactly what I'll be doing, and letting go and looking ahead. My fellow Columbia River classmates, I'm so proud of everyone here. We made it through to the end despite everything this year took from us. As a parting wish, I ask that you take time to consider what is really worth holding on to in your lives. And remember, it is okay and even necessary at times to let go. This is our time. To quote a favorite song, "Shake off your tired eyes, the world is waiting for you. May all your dreaming fill the empty sky." Congratulations to the class of 2021.
The trials, tears, setbacks, and successes of the last 12 years of school have been focused on the events of the last few weeks. After 15 months of lockdown, remote learning, hybrid learning, and finally in-person learning, we continue to inch our way forward and have been continually inspired by the grit and perseverance in the class of 2021 that led us to tonight here at the Clark County Fairgrounds. We have tonight finally reached the culminating event in our students' experiences in Vancouver Public Schools, Columbia River High School's commencement. This signifies a transition for this class. And before we solidify that transition, we again recognize that every student has unique talents and abilities which distinguish them from each other and add to the richness of diversity in this class. We are extremely proud of the honors bestowed upon many of the members of the graduating class of 2021. Ladies and gentlemen, the highlight of the evening's program is the awarding of diplomas. I now present to you 261 of the 2021 graduating class at Columbia River High School. These students are recommended by the faculty and administration to receive their diplomas this evening. We will now focus our attention on this message from School Board Director Kyle Sproul.
Good evening. My name is Kyle Sproul, the current chair of the Vancouver Public Schools Board of Directors. Welcome and congratulations for being here. You've made it. When I was first presented with this opportunity to address the graduating class, I considered what I might impart to the class of 2021, a class that had endured a global pandemic and all that came with it, and yet here you still are. I naturally thought back to my high school graduation. What wisdom was shared with me? I don't recall who the speaker was, but I do very clearly remember the two pieces of advice he shared. It has stuck with me over the past 25 years. First, be a lifelong learner. Second, stay nimble. Be a lifelong learner. You are graduating high school. You have acquired so much knowledge about history, math, literature, science. You have also inevitably learned more about yourself and your interests. You have likely learned skills like leadership, work ethic, personal organization. Let this just be the beginning of your learning journey. You have also learned immensely throughout the experience of this past year. You've learned what you cannot easily be taught: perseverance, resilience, flexibility. You have likely learned that there is strength in asking for help. You have learned the power of showing up. Even in this terribly difficult year, your class is full of beautiful stories of showing up for each other, for your families, for your communities. As I apply this concept of lifelong learning, the idea of always being open and willing to learn, to your class in particular, I cannot believe how prepared you are for a life of continued learning. While your learning journey is already so rich and colorful, don't stop now. Stay the course, keep learning new things, challenging yourself with new experiences. The second piece of advice I was given, stay nimble, was especially poignant to me. The challenge to be flexible, to be okay if situations play out differently than my original expectation, to adapt to the ever-changing circumstances. Congratulations, you have already demonstrated this. By completing high school in a pandemic, you have become truly nimble. Stay the course, maintain this flexibility as you move ahead. It will serve you well. What I have ultimately realized is that the best advice I ever received while graduating high school, and advice that has admittedly taken years to truly understand, you already intrinsically know. You are tremendous learners of life, and you are already exceptionally nimble. So my words for you are: carry the experience you have gained in the past 4 years, particularly in the last 15 months, with you. While it has been marked with unprecedented challenge and disappointment, stress, anxiety, discomfort, and so much more, you have endured, you have overcome, and you have succeeded. Here you are. By sitting here today, you have accomplished something remarkable, and this is just your beginning. Let the experience of the past fuel you, inspire you as you navigate your future. In the words of author and advocate Helen Keller, character cannot be developed in ease and quiet. Only through experience of trial and suffering can the soul be strengthened, ambition inspired, and success achieved. Now it is my honor, on behalf of the Vancouver Public Schools Board of Directors, I attest and certify that the students presented to you have met the graduation requirements established by the State of Washington and Vancouver Public Schools. It is my honor to accept the graduating class of 2021 and confer upon you a high school diploma. Thank you and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, those here with us tonight and those streaming at home, this evening we are here to recognize and award diplomas to those individuals who have met graduation diploma requirements in the great state of Washington and in Vancouver Public Schools. Vancouver Public Schools recognizes the path to graduation and post-high school success is achieved through a range of learning opportunities. Now, it is my duty, it is my true honor as principal designee of Columbia River High School in the Vancouver Public Schools to recognize and award diplomas to this year's graduating class of 2021. Reading the names of our graduates tonight will be faculty members who were selected by the senior class. We will begin with the top 5% and Ms. Alexis Bruce.
Samantha Ann Myers. Nicholas Brian Alder. Brady Joseph Decker. Dominic Rudolph D'Amelio. Andrew Benjamin Robert Hewitt. Alex David Tran. Kyla Maria Sugels. Alyssa Lee Fire. Bridget Virginia Pearson. Maxwell Joseph Mason Sturdivant. Nathan John Gassaway. Alexander Benjamin Hutton.
Thank you. Ethan Clifford Arnett. Bryson Lee Anderson. Jackson Edward Allen. Vilia Millie Alum. Emma Grace Adams. Jillian Jane Faith Almain. Alyssa Kate Anderson. Daniel James Abel Novak. Courtney Corinne Ali. Walker Christopher Atkins. Jacob Robert Thomas Ayers. Homero Anguino. Derek Alonzo Braun. Ashley Call. Amy May Elizabeth Cottle. Adam Michael Casanova Quidagua. Hayden Douglas Craig. Lauren K. Cartwright. Stone Jackson Clancy. Keith Michael Blau. Ruben Gabriel Bazang. Dylan Patrick Dean. Julia Blondell Levins. Margaret Helen DeZellum. Isaac Matthew Dewing. Jenna Tracy Chin. Riley Christina Chin. Hannah Somin Choi. Carter Bruce Bauer. Alexis Bennett. Allison May Countryman. Haley Lynn Bertrand. Megan Reams. Alexis Samuel Castrahan. Josie Elizabeth Delich. Kennedy Autumn Davenport. Colin Day Turner. Devin Brooke Coachell. Lauren Patricia Boys. Ellie Marie Davidson. Christina Rose Bushy. Zachary Doba. Isaiah Macarius Bolds. Casey Jared Sahin Coates. Olivia Noel Boomhauer. Sarah Wabnish Boyden. Sophia Eliana Bell Carrion. Kiara Mariana Blancas. Jacob William Cole. Emily Nicole Dolan. Ryan Justin Brown. Matthias Orion Baum Davis. Nathan William Davis. Natalie Jean Caputo. Daniela Annabelle de la Paz.
Andrew Cecil Douglas.
Adam Charles Glenn Howard. Tristan Michael Gailey. Samuel Michael James. Carlin Elizabeth Gomez. Reagan Elizabeth Griffith. Xanthi Andrea Gutierrez Missoula. Isabella Marie Helms. Michelle Lynn Farina. Zachary Thomas Christensen. Elijah Landon Ross Fisher. Matthew Joshua Hess. Tristan Lee Griffith. Alfred Daniel Goff. Shelby Elise Esteve. Grace Lorene Johnston. Madison Caitlin Harris. Lillian Carey Filner. Jasmine Amber Hildebrand. Darian Lane Alyssa Holloway. Grace Olympia Hopkins. Everett Bradley French. Travis John Getz. Rocky David Haynes. Landon Wayne Fish. Keaton Austin Fitch. Corinne Elizabeth Gutierrez Orozco. Hallie Jordan. Hannah Heather Harrell. Emily Tun Du. Allison M. Dreves. Michaela Rose Gaspar. Adriana Garcia Gonzalez. Anya Marie Haas. Edward Michael Hochhalter. Luke Richard Hongle. Derek Tyler Holen. Daniel A. Ishuk. Dakota Robert Holiday. Jorge Ariel Gonzalez Martinez. Levi Richard Harrington.
Eve G. Pissoff. Odrin Ann Kendra. Mathis Allen Braden. Martinez Jordan Haley. Jennifer Morales Mendoza Mitchell. Gracie McGraw Durain. Karen Larson Den. McCall Mirabella Jean. Samantha Jo Odom. Sarah E. Little. Elijah William Lang. Kylie Elizabeth Marsh. Allison Haley Wynn. Jessamine Rose Neslin. Carolyn Wen. Molly Jane Miller. Haley Eileen Moran. Nicole Michelle Krieger. Kelton Lee Mooney. James Michael Lodahl. Nicholas C. Wong Win. Jasper Lee Lamfoth. Cassie Murdoch. Dakare James Pekarik. Nicholas Joseph Marino. Avery McIntyre. Samuela Siaose Kamatoe. Abby Marie Kerr. Tessa Lukowski. Reese Leva. Vincent John Orsatti. Cade Michael Lujan. Alex Mischin. Owen August Kerr. Robert Reagan Karcher. Emma Jeanette Mason. Ariana A. Kushner. Brian Macias. Joshua Daniel Oliver Like. Jace D. Lendy. Patrick Santiago Max.
Alfredo Trinidad Ortega. Hunter Edward Spees. Sydney Alexa Waite. Madison May Sharon. Grace Elizabeth Russell. Maddie Orozco. Destiny Short. Piper Lynn Rylander. Hannah Estelle Shields. Scott Whitehorn Parkin. Sawyer Franco Parkin. Isabella Ramos Sheely. Ember Kennedy Roseborough. Corbin Anthony Sarvella. Madison Taylor Richards. Delaney Kathleen Phelps. Angela Luz Ponce Romeo. Kendra Kylie Spear. Lily Marie Schanneberger. Jordan Gwen Pereira. Brendan Reese Sealbinder. Sean Billy Rain. Joshua Brody Parks. Ellie Sarchi. Emily Place. Maya Elizabeth Roybal. Trinity Peter. Naomi Sowers. Cody John Moxley. Samuel Asa Stringfellow. Mason Joseph Pretty. Lucas Carl Peterson. Candace Faith Oliver. Brett Nomar Pinkston. Noah Caleb Steffel. Brayton Osterwheel. Logan Rojeski. Colin Stewart Price. Gavin Smith. Hayden Wayne Pertusi. Brett Joseph Runyon. Alana May Sahim. Amy Pavlovan Priyamak. Greer Leighton Snellman. Cody Anders Oslund. Brianna Ruffalo. Naomi Rose Raphael. Diana Alexeyevna Shurkurova. Dayton Van. Jacob Dylan Wallstrom. Jordan Alexander Wiggins. Zane Wimberly. Hannah Ryan Yakimchik. Rihanna Stensrud. Sierra Taylor Pine. Samantha Aloha Stever. Brandon Matthew Willman. Haley Alyssa Van Allen. Allison Elizabeth Underland. Naya Nicole Stillman. Guyan Grouden. Salim Reggie Ray Tufts. Maya Noel Wolverton. Barrett Weaver. Dutch Weaver. Marcus Albert Stirot. Tiana Marie Williams. Levi Sequoia Williams. Han Alexander Yee. Dua Vang. Gia Webster. JC Crane Williams. Maxim Yurichko. Jared Parker Wallingford. Jasmine Mikhail Wilson. Hunter Allen Willison. Olivia Sharon Thomas. Giselle Lolita Valencia Mendez. Lucia Grace Anello.
Stand up. It is now time to transition our students to their new status as graduates. A month ago, the faculty selected 2 members of the class of 2021 who earned the Columbia River High School Citizenship Award. This is the highest award bestowed by the River faculty to 2 deserving students who have represented Columbia River High School best over the past 4 years. These 2 have demonstrated the highest ideals with their service to our community, their commitment to learning, and their dedication to respect, integrity, values, excellence, and responsibility. At this time, I ask Sammy Myers and Lucy Ianello to please step forward as the Citizenship Award recipients representing the class of 2021. Class of 2021, follow the lead of these women. Class of 2021, raise your right hand. Move your tassel from the right to the left. Congratulations, class of 2021. At this time, I would normally ask the audience to stay in your seats as the students exit the aisles. But at this point, we're done. Have a great night. Thanks for coming out. Students, you have 15 minutes to board the buses. Please travel safely. Make good choices.